What I got, you can't buy. It resides between my eyes. Walked through the fire, came out better on the other side. See, life's like a beach if you find the same. And right now, I'm feeling like 100 grand.
You are listening to Inspired Insider with your host, Dr. Jeremy Weisz.
Hey, everybody. This is John Corcoran with Dr. Jeremy Weisz, and this episode is a little bit different. This is a live interview that we recorded at the Global Leadership Conference from Entrepreneurs Organization, where some of the best entrepreneurs from around the globe gathered in Washington, D.C. to share ideas and to learn about entrepreneurship. And of course, this episode is brought to you by Rise 25, where we help B2B businesses to give to and to connect to their Dream 100 relationships and partnerships, helping you to run a podcast so that it generates a referral pipeline and ROI.
Yeah, I mean, John, after both of us have been podcasting for over a decade, the number one thing in our life is relationships. And we're always looking at ways to give to our best relationships. And we found no better way to do that over the past decade than to profile the people and companies we admire and shout from the rooftops what they're working on. And this interview is no different. So if you've thought about podcasting, you should go to rise25.com to learn more, or email us at support@rise25.com.
Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the interview.
Enjoy. Jeremy Weisz here. We're live from EO Global Leadership Conference brought to you by Rise 25. And we are here with Patrick, Will, and Kris, who are doing a talk here. And I want each of you to tell me what you are going to be talking about.
Well, simply, I talk about grow your business,
grow your people,
and grow yourself.
Patrick, to start with you.
So grow your business is all about scale, innovation. How do we bake into business models the things that create a product and service that can really grow in a big way? But you can't do that without a team of people that also shares that core value.
So to grow people, naturally we've got to have a great culture. And so we'll be talking about values and purpose and how as leaders of businesses to take that to our teams. But you can't lead great people unless you are a great leader, which is why we like to focus on
growing yourself. Because when we start to grow our businesses, we stabilize, we grow our people, we start to expand, and then we actually have the time to figure out, oh my goodness, what is it we really want? How can we be a holistic best person so that we can expand and then go back and cycle through again?
Talk about the shirt.
Well, it all started with the three growth guys meeting each other on a pier or at Global Speakers Academy and then hanging out on a pier where we really talked about our three unique messages, but how they really come together as this growth mindset. And so why grow is all about thinking through as an entrepreneur, what am I trying to accomplish and how am I going to get there?
I mean, it's a great question because I was like, oh, I want to grow. But when someone asks why grow, I find myself sometimes stumbling. Oh, yeah, I feel like I should be saying why I need to grow, but then the question of why grow.
Well, it is an interesting question, isn't it? And it's one that we answer actually in our talk, Why Grow. It's also an EO core value, isn't it? Together we grow. So it really is, deep within us all, especially as entrepreneurs. And the interesting part about this is it also lines up with what we talk about in Forum, right? Growing our business, growing our family, our community, our people, and also growing ourselves as individuals.
Kris, what did you do to prep when you guys came together to prep for this?
I worked on getting taller and losing my hair.
We tried so hard to grow hair, but it didn't work.
The big thing was for us to realize that when we were on that pier, that I'm in the process where I've started a lot of companies, but I'm starting a new one. And it was so critical for me to see how important and have that reiteration of why growing the business is there. So for us, it was a matter of being open, being curious, and realizing that maybe with a different format, the three of us coming together for new talks and meeting with chapters and other organizations that need it, we're going to be able to really help them in a different way. So the practice was more than anything being open, and to be blunt, narrowing it way down, because when you're sharing on the stage, you got to lean it up and make it shorter. So that's where I was.
I'd like to finish off with just what you hope one takeaway the audience has from your talk.
So we actually have 3 takeaways of each of our sections. So there's a total of 9. But really, what we are hopeful, especially when we do this for a chapter, is the concept is that you're going to hear about those 3 topics. But you as an entrepreneur, you might really be in a place that you need to grow your business. Or you might be in a place that you're really focused on growing your team or growing yourself. And so you're going to be able to choose which of those 3 is the one you want to workshop, deep dive on, and which one of those 9 takeaways is the thing that you really feel like at that moment is the perfect thing for you.
Yeah. So choosing, like people have in their front of center mind of which one they want to focus in on. Well, what about for you? What is one takeaway you want people to get out of the talk?
Well, we're also the hat, the hair, and the bald guy. And for the one thing to take away from the hat guy is defining purpose for your team, putting words to your why. And that actually is a message of GLC here, and hearing that from all the speakers is to have purpose and meaning for your life and provide that gift to your employees too.
Kris, takeaway that you want the audience?
Well, the takeaway would be that this is a different type of presentation, where our job is to meet you where you're at so that you can truly unleash who you're supposed to be, what you're capable of, whether it's through your business, through your people, or through yourself.
So why grow? Just tell people where they can find each of your websites online. Where should they check out?
Well, we have 3growthguys.com, so just the number 3growthguys.com, and you can see all of our information and when we're speaking and all kinds of stuff.
3growthguys.com, straight from GLC. Thanks, everyone.
Book early.
What I got, you can't buy. It resides between my eyes. Walked through the fire, came out better on the other side. See, life's like a beach if you find the sailing right now. I feel like $100 grand.